last time I talked about The Simpsons, I talked about the possibility of removing Marge from the show, something that the season 36 finale kind of teased at. So far, The Simpsons continuity has been one of Marge and Homer staying middle-aged while the kids stay the ages that there are, Maggie being the baby that never really grows up. Okay, nowadays, even situation comedies have story arcs. They have long-running storylines they do. And The Simpsons was really no stranger to this. Even in the 90s, they had episodes that at least carried over to the next episode. For example, Ned Flanders' wife having been killed, that has withstood. And to a lesser degree, they've sort of dealt with the death of Ned's second wife, Edna Krabappel. Okay, I believe that season 36 did show this image from Marge's funeral, and all the kids are grown up. So if they want to do this sort of kind of thing, they would have to keep that continuity, or they could just make something up because, hey, we all know those future episodes aren't canon. And we are seeing many shows that are doing these legacy sequels, like Fuller House and stuff like that, where they're bringing it back. And so why not just simply do a time jump? Now, I think I talked about how The Simpsons has done future episodes, and some of these future episodes, they have consistencies with them. Bart has had 2 kids, and I think his ex-wife is played by Amy Poehler. I think both times this has been shown. Lisa has been, I think maybe married to Milhouse, but falls for Nelson Muntz. And I think Maggie, they usually don't show her speaking on these future episodes because that's the running gag, but Maggie is shown to be like some celebrity of some type, so who knows? In other words, we're going to see like these characters get very much developed over the years, and they're going to go in a certain direction. It's not like the old times where you just hit the reset switch, which is kind of what made The Simpsons kind of last all these years, because they were sort of this canvas for essentially the typical American family. Of course, that was almost like 4 decades ago, and we've constantly had to rethink, and as Americans, what the typical family is. And if The Simpsons want to really do that and want to have them as the example of that, I welcome it. Let's just see how King of the Hill does with this time jump formula in anime. Maybe this would be a good time for the Simpsons creators to just sit down at some sort of writer's retreat or something and come up with a plan for like the last 4 seasons. Like maybe not every single episode, but at least figure out like if you're going to do a time jump, figure out where you're going to be at the end of season 37, then 38, then 39, then 40 with the finale. Now I have an idea of what you could possibly do for a finale.